Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Broku, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball video. And welcome to a brand new What If Beerus woke up during Future Trunks' timeline. Now, guys, I know this is another What If Beerus, and I did one earlier of the What If Beerus woke up during the Android saga, but don't worry, I'm gonna finish that real soon. Or not finish it real soon, I'm gonna put out a new part to that real soon. And I was just waiting on an animator to finish a fight scene for it, and I decided I'm gonna go with a different animator for now, just so I can get the video out for you guys. I don't want to make you wait longer, and honestly, I don't want to wait longer myself either, because that was a series I was really excited for, and I'm gonna be doing that soon. And also, guys, a lot of you have been asking me for a what if that is circled around Vegeta, or centered around Vegeta. And there's gonna be one of those coming soon where Vegeta essentially becomes the strongest. And also, Vegeta's gonna have a very heavy presence in this What If as well, so I hope you do enjoy. And this is not gonna be a future Gohan dick-sucking video. It's gonna be more about Future Trunks. I've done enough videos about Gohan for now. I'll have to wait to do more videos by him, like way in the future. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and also subscribe. Comment down below, tell me your thoughts, and also, please join my Discord down below. So the issue with kind of discovering when Beerus would arrive in this What If, and me thinking of when he should arrive, well, realistically he would arrive when Future Gohan is still alive, he still has both of his arms, and Future Trunks is still a kid. I mean, he's still like getting trained by Future Gohan, he's not a baby anymore, but he's still just a kid. And I actually started off this What If by doing it that way, but then I realized that this would just be another Gohan What If where he's gonna become the strongest guy, so I didn't want to bore you guys with another Gohan video, so I decided to have it so that this takes place when Beerus arrives. Future Trunks is by himself, it's after Future Gohan has died, and Future Trunks has Super Saiyan, so this is when it kind of takes place. So Beerus is still going to wake up, or he's going to want to fight the Super Saiyan God, and of course, there's not going to be any Super Saiyan God. And he asks Whis if there's any Saiyans left, and he asks about the Saiyans, and Whis would tell him about how Goku would achieve the Super Saiyan, defeat Frieza, but Goku is now dead, and there's essentially only one Saiyan left, and that is the son of Prince Vegeta. And the fact that this would be Vegeta's kid would probably interest Beerus, and also that he's a Super Saiyan himself, so they would go off and try and go to Earth and ask Future Trunks about the Super Saiyan God form. But of course, Future Trunks was already having a miserable life with the androids. He did not need to have Beerus and Whis come, but maybe it would be a blessing in disguise. Beerus and Whis arrive on Earth, and Trunks runs into him, or Beerus and Whis run into Trunks. And Beerus asks Future Trunks about the Super Saiyan God, and Trunks would of course say he has no idea what that is, and he can't really ask anybody because everybody else is dead. And he knows how to go Super Saiyan, but that's it, and it took him forever to do it, so he feels like he should be the last person to be asked. So Beerus is like, okay, well, let's try the Super Saiyan form anyway and see if maybe I can get you to turn into a Super Saiyan God. And Future Trunks goes Super Saiyan, but just gets easily wrecked by Beerus. It's not even close. Of course, this Future Trunks that's a Super Saiyan, he's not even close to when Goku arrived back on Earth right after from Yardrat. He's not even that strong. So it's not even going to be a fight, but still, Beerus would be impressed that a Saiyan had gotten this strong. And this is when the androids show up, wondering, what is Future Trunks doing? Who is he fighting? And then they see Beerus. And this is where we get to see the androids attack Beerus at the same time, and we get to see Beerus display his power. And of course, these androids would be nothing to Beerus. He could easily one-shot both of them if he wanted to. He does toy around with them for a little bit, has a little bit of fun with them, and then kills them, but it still wasn't enough fun for Beerus. And Future Trunks shows gratitude, but still, Beerus threatens to destroy the Earth because of no Super Saiyan God. Future Trunks then says, we could have used the Dragon Balls to help, but ours don't work anymore. Then Beerus questions, you said yours don't work anymore? Does that mean that there are other Dragon Balls out there? Future Trunks then tells Beerus about how he knew there were another planet that had them, when he was referring to New Namek. Whis then looks around for them and the staff, and then he finds New Namek. The three of them head there in order to try and figure out what the Super Saiyan God is through the dragon's wishes. So of course they would arrive, and Trunks would tell the Namekians that he knew who Goku was, and they'd let him essentially use the wishes, especially since they would be able to wish for them, because you have to use the Namekian language. So if he made a wish that seemed evil, they just wouldn't wish it. But of course, they just asked for the wish, what is the Super Saiyan God? And Porunga comes out and tells them about it, tells them that you need to do this ritual, get this very strong form. And they find out that you need 6 Saiyans for it, but there's only one left, and that's Future Trunks. They then use the second wish, that's for reviving everybody killed by the androids. And remember, the Dragon Balls at this point, the Namekian ones, were upgraded, so they could bring back multiple people at once, unlike during the Namek Saga when they could not. This means the entire Z gang is back to life except for Goku. So there are now 3 Saiyans, Future Trunks, Vegeta, and Gohan. Only half needed for the Super Saiyan God. And they can't revive Goku because he died of natural causes. So, unfortunately, that just sucks for them. Beerus asks Whis if any other Saiyans may be alive in the universe. Whis, are there any other Saiyans out there? Not that I know of. Not in this universe, at least. Maybe there are other hybrid Saiyans out there like Trunks here. Let's wish and see if there's any of those left. Then the wish is made for every pure-hearted hybrid Saiyan out there to be teleported to Namek. Now, you might be saying, well, there's no proof for this. There's no other hybrid Saiyans out there. But, guys, it seems to me that the Saiyans may have been inspired at least somewhat loosely on the Vikings, and what the Vikings did is when they went out to other planets, they went out there and they pillaged and they raped. So there was a chance that the Vikings did if the Saiyans did anything like this, or even if there were Saiyans that fled their own planet because they were peaceful, like there could have been so many different possibilities for them to have a hybrid son or a hybrid daughter. So I think that would be more than enough evidence for me to use as that there's gonna be 3 random half Saiyans where we can use them for the Super Saiyan God form. I mean, if you can use Pan, who's a 1/4 Saiyan and she was just a fetus at the time, then you could probably use an 1/8 of a Saiyan, or maybe even less. We don't really know, but at bare minimum you can use a 1/4, and these could be half or a 1/4, especially with how much time has passed from the Saiyans being destroyed and up to now. Now, I'm not saying this is proof that this happened, but I'm just using this for my what if. My what ifs are not 100% how things would happen. I always say my what ifs are like 75% realistic and 25% fan fiction. That's how I like to do them, and I've always been honest about that. So the other Saiyans arrive that are wished back for the ritual. So Vegeta, Trunks, and Gohan and the other hybrid Saiyans, they fight over who is going to get the Super Saiyan God form, but Beerus will be the one to decide. Trunks is going to become the Super Saiyan God. He has gone through way more than any of you. Plus, I want a rematch with him, as they had just sparred before, and Future Trunks was a good opponent, but Beerus wanted to see how he would be as a Super Saiyan God. So they do the ritual, and we get to see a Super Saiyan God Future Trunks. Obviously, this Trunks is much weaker than the Goku during the Battle of the Gods, who also went Super Saiyan God. But he would still be more than enough to satisfy Beerus, in my opinion. Especially if he infused the power into his base form and went Super Saiyan on top of that. Now, this is enough to satisfy Whis. He does not destroy Earth. Then eventually, Future Gohan and Future Trunks would train with Whis. Train as hard as they could to stop potential future threats. If they keep training, especially with an angel, the villains that come probably wouldn't be strong enough to stop them. That's the reasoning behind it. I mean, they just saw what the androids did to the Earth for so long, they would do anything to prevent that from ever happening again. This would sort of mirror Goku and Vegeta training with Whis, but instead of a rivalry, it would be a strong friendship between the two. And they would become extremely strong, and they would both attain Super Saiyan Blue together. But Vegeta, who had been wished back by the Dragon Balls, decides for himself not to train. With the androids gone and Goku dead forever, he felt useless. That is until he discovered Bulma's contingency plan for Trunks, had Beerus never arrived. That there was a time machine to go back and save Goku from the heart virus, giving him the heart medicine so that he would survive, and then maybe that would affect their timeline. Immediately, Vegeta thought, I can use this time machine to go back and finally get my rematch against Kakkarot. Bulma, build this thing as fast as you can right now. If you need me, I'll be in the gravity room. And Vegeta's new motivation is there, and he's going to train so that he can take on a different version of Goku. He is ready to go. Vegeta would also occasionally train with his son, and with Trunks being God tier, this really boosted Vegeta's power. I didn't train with him a lot, so Vegeta himself would not become a God tier power fighter, but in his Super Saiyan form alone, he is beyond Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the Buu saga. Bulma finally has the time machine ready and hands Vegeta the heart medicine before he heads off. He goes back in time, the same time Future Trunks would originally go to, right before Frieza arrives on Earth. And this would be awesome to see Vegeta taking Future Trunks' role. Everyone would be scared of Frieza returning until a very familiar key would arrive. Everyone was weirded out. That feels exactly like Vegeta's, but it can't be. It's way too strong. And this present Vegeta is really confused as well that there's another key out there that feels very similar to his, nearly identical. Not the power, but how it feels. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this first part to this brand new What If. Yes, I kind of leave you off on a cliffhanger, but that's how I always do it, to get you excited for the next part. So anyways, guys, please do leave a like if you enjoyed, comment down below, tell me your thoughts, and subscribe if you are new. Also, turn on notifications so you can see more of my videos, and please go down below, and I'm telling you, join my Discord and follow me on Twitter. Those will both be linked in the description down below. I also need to give a big thanks to all my Patreon supporters, Daraj Payton and Zach Trotaku, and thanks to my Super Saiyan 2s, the Awesome by Only Sports Broku on Patreon, Israel Flores, Mystic Ghoul, Darius, Badass Thug, Griffin Jacob, Connor Trigg, Gerald Herbert, Dutch Gamer Monkey, Sin Overlord, and Scotland Serenity. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It really does mean a lot, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace out.